So finally you have decided to buy a property, but the problem is you don't know where to start from. No worries, I'm here to solve all your real estate problems. In this video, I'm going to explain about the steps in detail from the first step to the final move-in. Every person has a dream of owning a home one day. It is a big decision, a very exciting one, but at the same time the process is very scary and stressful if you don't know what to do. We are in a crazy seller's market right now in the beginning of 2021. In this kind of real estate market, it becomes even more important for a first-time buyer to do all the planning before you start for your house hunting journey. So without further ado, let's get to the topic. Step 1. Save money for the deposit and the down payment. The ultimate first step you will need to take before even started planning of buying a property is to save as much money as possible. If you have a proper sum at the start, it will be so much easier for you to achieve your home buying dream. The down payment can be somewhere in between 5% and 20% of the purchase price. In Ontario, the minimum down payment you need to have while buying a house is 5%. But if the purchase price is more than $500,000, you will need to pay more than 5% as a down payment. Therefore, you need to consider this factor when you choose your future home. But the general rule is simple. The bigger the down payment, easier it will be for you to qualify for a mortgage. As for the deposit, this is the sum you will need to transfer to a trust account of seller's listing brokerage within 24 hours of the offer acceptance to secure your purchase. This amount could be any amount on which both the buyers and sellers agree on. Normally, this amount is 2 to 5% of the offer price. If you are a little confused between the down payment and the deposit, please make sure to watch this video by clicking on the link or check out the link below in the description. I have explained the difference between the deposit and the down payment. One of my most important first-time homebuyer tips is that I always tell my clients, save as much money as you can for your deposit and down payment. And also do not forget that you need to have some money even after you buy a house. Making enough money for a down payment is not the ultimate goal. You will need to have some savings even after the closing to get the furniture, decorations, and other household stuff. Step 2. Get a mortgage pre-approval. The process of a mortgage pre-approval is your safety net. Once you are pre-approved, you know exactly how much money you can borrow from a bank and can start shopping for homes. It is very crucial to get a mortgage pre-approval before you start your home buying journey. In the initial days of my real estate career, I have seen buyers going on house hunting without knowing how much the bank is going to approve them for. After months of wasted time, finally when they got their offer accepted and sent the file to the bank for the mortgage approval, the bank approved them for $100,000 less than their purchase price. And they had to do everything all over again in their actual price range. And that is very frustrating situation to be in. So mortgage pre-approval is most important step unless you are buying with all cash. Step 3. Select a real estate agent. Many first-time buyers choose to find a real estate agent even before they have a down payment amount. Even though I put this on step number 3, but I'm absolutely sure that your communication with the right real estate agent will be much more productive since a real estate agent can show you how to save money for the down payment and also can introduce you to trusted mortgage people. Choose a real estate agent wisely because this person will be your best advisor and friend throughout this daunting process. With the right agent, you are in professional hands that will sell you a dream, not a nightmare. A professional and experienced realtor can refer you to every contact that you need in the home buying process. Step 4. View properties in your price range. Now the good stuff comes. The fascinating, awesome, and sometimes intimidating process of shopping for your future home. It is one of the most important milestones in any person's life. So choose carefully. And you will eventually find your perfect home. And when you found your right property, do not hesitate or procrastinate. Just do what I'm going to tell you in step 5. Step 5 is once you find one you like, put an offer on it. Currently, real estate market does not have much inventory. So every good house is being sold in a day or two once it appears on the market. That's why you need to act fast when you see the place you want. As for the offer, many factors can influence the seller's decision on who to give the beloved property. And the money can be not the most important of them. Beside price, the closing cost, amount of the deposit, conditions of the offer, inclusions and exclusions, these are the different factors that can influence the outcome of an offer. Step number 6. After the offer acceptance, deliver the deposit within 24 hours. As we mentioned earlier, a deposit is an important part of a home buying process. And once you have an accepted offer, deliver the deposit within 24 hours. The deposit goes into the trust account of the listing brokerage and will be accounted for as the part of your down payment at the time of final closing. Step number 7. Forward the agreement of purchase and sale to the mortgage broker or your lender. Now it is the time to move on to the paperwork. You have to send the agreement of sale and purchase along with the MLS listing to your mortgage broker or bank who you got your mortgage pre-approval from initially. So they could give you a firm approval based on the property. Earlier at the time of pre-approval, we did not have the property information for them. Step number 8. Arrange for a home inspection. A home inspection is another safety net that you can use to make sure that you are buying a good property. I think that this step is very important, and money spent on this home inspection will pay off if any problems are found. If you find any problems with the house before you sign the final waiver, you can renegotiate that with the sellers and they'll be obliged to fix those issues or compensate you for the repair amount. But if any repairs appear after the closing, you are responsible for them. Step number 9. Once the mortgage and inspection is done, sign the waivers. The deal now becomes firm. So after you got the mortgage approval and got the home inspection done and there are no issues with the property, now you officially agree that the house you have bought is in perfect condition. You sign the documents called the waivers, which makes the home buying deal firm. After the deal goes firm, neither you nor the sellers can back out of the deal without the approval of each other. Now you're one step closer to your new home. And the other scenario, let's say if there are some issues with the house in inspection, minor or major, you have two options. Number 1, you can negotiate the repair cost with the sellers by asking them to get the repair done or reduce the repair amount from the purchase price. Option number 2, they do not agree to do any repairs and do not agree to compensate you on the cost of those repairs. You can then cancel the deal by signing a form called mutual release and get your full deposit amount back, or decide to do the repairs on your own after the closing. Let's assume everything went well and you move on to the step 10. Step 10 is forward all the documents to your lawyer. In real estate, every official transaction is closed by the lawyers. Your legal team is responsible for all the legality and the documentation in home buying process. So you send all the purchase documents to your lawyer. They will deal with your lender and the seller's lawyer to complete the closing process. Step 11. 2 weeks before the closing, get the home insurance. Now the property is going to be yours in a few weeks, and it is time to get the home insurance for this property. Without the home insurance, the lender will not send the mortgage amount to your lawyer for the closing. Purchasing insurance is a wise choice anyways. Step 12. A couple of days before the closing, drop off the down payment and the closing cost to your lawyer. You are now close to the end of this journey. Few days before the closing, you need to transfer your down payment and the closing cost to your lawyer for him to proceed with all the necessary operations. On the day of closing, the mortgage money comes from your bank to your lawyer, who sends it to seller's lawyer, and then you get the keys and move in. And that's it. The process is done. And you can go and enjoy your new property. Renovate it, decorate it, make it your dream home. Buying a house is a great adventure of a lifetime. At the same time, it is a very stressful process as well. But it is not rocket science, and I know you can do it. I hope this detailed explanation will help you to see how easy the process really is. And you should not be scared by any step of it. So let's go find the house of your dreams.